Welcome back to another episode of the Smart Couple Podcast. Ask Me Anything episode. Jayson Gaddis here, your host, and I'm fired up to answer your questions as usual. Now, this one is from Mariana from Mexico. Now, if you live in Boulder, I hope you're going to come to see my wife and I talk at Shine Restaurant. It's going to be intense and it's going to be good. September 13th. A couple weeks later, of course, we are in Boulder at the Hyatt Place, rocking out the second year of the Relationship School's live weekend, and this one is called Embracing Conflict. If you don't know how to embrace conflict, you're going to have problems in relationships, okay? Particularly long-term relationships. All right. So here's our question from Mariana in Mexico, and I think this is going to apply to a lot of you guys, all right? So I'm Mariana from Mexico. I love your podcast, follow your work on relationships. It's helpful for me. I don't know if you receive questions, but here goes. I'm single and broke up with 4 months ago and have decided to take time out for myself out of the dating pool to get to know myself more, reflect on my last relationship, and to enjoy my own company. Bravo, by the way, Mariana. This is outstanding. I love this so far. The thing is, I know in the near future I want a partner. That leads to my question. Okay, here it is. What is your advice on choosing a partner? To be more specific, I'm aware of the relationship process of the honeymoon phase, then the real partnership when you get to know the real person. Okay, good. You've been studying here. Since in the phase of getting to know each other in the honeymoon phase, usually people try to be their best selves and not always their authentic selves. How can you identify these characteristics of growth and development mindset, self-awareness, kindness, trustworthiness? So that's her question, okay? You're single, you're dating, you want to find the right person here. How do you sniff them out, essentially, right? How do you know if they're blowing smoke up your ass and they're just putting on a mask and they're performing, or if this is the real person that you're dealing with? Well, I think the answer is pretty simple to me. It's go do something challenging together. Put yourself in an uncomfortable situation together and find out who they are, right? Where they can't hide. Go hang out with their family and watch them get triggered and watch them turn into a teenager. Go into the wilderness for a few days and see what it's like to be with them. Go to a foreign country for a week and see what that's like. Go somewhere and do something really uncomfortable. And you're going to find out who they are. I mean, this is kind of human behavior. None of us want to be rejected. We all want to be accepted and thought we're awesome and special. So we do perform and put on a mask sometimes, and we hide who we are. So obviously we don't want to do that if you're serious about dating someone amazing. And then here's the other thing, is you be yourself. You scare them away by just being you and being your neurotic self, being your growthy, geeky development self. And you talk about this podcast or whatever lights you up. And if they get scared and run away, great. Problem solved. You don't have to deal with that person anymore. So move on. So bottom line, take a risk, do something extremely uncomfortable together. And then second point is be yourself. Be your neurotic self. Like do something, like bring out an insecurity to the table. Fart in front of them, or just do something like really weird and but kind of normal that you would do in the privacy of your own home. Do that and see if they go away. See if you scare them off. Because you want, 5 years down the road, you want this person to be okay and learn to be okay with this crazy, weird part of you. Right? Be you, okay? And that's, I think that's a helpful question. So thanks, Mariana from Mexico. Outstanding. We're down in Mexico. Cool. I think that's what I got. And then I will say that this is an exciting time with the eclipse happening tomorrow, the relationship school on its second year. You all have your own cool, exciting, scary things that are going on in your lives. And I just want to encourage you to lean in lean into your life and stop running away. Start dealing. Call yourself out with your friends. Be more honest. You got one life to live. Let's do this, right? So the Relationship School website is launching this week, and we've got a store. So there's going to be some specials happening and some geeky things. And I am going to offer a few more discounted tickets to the Embracing Conflict weekend. If you're following me on Instagram and Instagram stories, someone just won their half-price ticket on Instagram stories because I had a little fun fact about my wife and I, and she got it. So hopefully she's coming, if all goes well, she's coming to Boulder, and I will meet in person with her, and she's going to get served and learn how to deal with conflict in a whole new way, okay? So you also, if you haven't signed up yet, you can win a half price or quarter price or 3/4 of a price, whatever the deal is going to be if you're following me on Instagram stories, right? And if you really want to come, then I suggest you do that every day and find out, because there's going to be some good questions coming up, right? Also, you may as well engage in the Smart Couple Facebook group, all right, if you haven't joined that. All right, short and sweet. Hopefully that's helpful for you. And if you're dating, if you're thinking about dating, if you're divorced but maybe going to date someday, what I liked about Mariana too is that she took a break. Taking a break after you end a relationship before you start another relationship is very wise. I can't say that enough. That should be another episode probably sometime soon. Okay? All right, please take advantage of all the Relationship School goodies coming your way. And Wednesday's podcast this week is coming up with my wife. Make sure to listen to that. There's all kinds of fun stuff happening, and her and I get into it as we always do. And I am thrilled to be rocking this new site and what we're up to here at the school. So yeah, here's to being a smart couple, right? How do we do that? You get educated. You go to school. You don't go to school as a smart person. You go to school to educate yourself to become more intelligent about the things you care about. And you just so happen to care about relationship because you're listening to this podcast. Okay. So the only way to get a great relationship, as I've said many times, rigorous practice, and you learn how. You get educated and you practice. That's simple. Okay. We'll see you this Wednesday. I hope you really had a good experience with the eclipse if you were here in the States. It's a very once-in-a-lifetime kind of opportunity. It was pretty special here. And may all the blessings of life rain down on you really hard today. All right. Take care, everyone.